My 4-ingredient Rocky Road fudge with sweetened condensed milk recipe is easy and delicious. With just a few ingredients and a couple of minutes in the microwave, you can make an amazing old-fashioned candy that has all the great flavor as the classic ice cream. Let's go over the ingredients. You will need one 12-ounce bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 340 grams, and one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. To that, you're going to add 1 cup of peanuts, 140 grams, and 1 cup of miniature marshmallows, 100 grams. Although you only need 4 ingredients, you want to take it to the next level. You can also add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and if your nuts are not salted, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. My loaf pan mold is already off to the side and lined with plastic because this fudge sets really fast, so it's all ready to go. Like I said, this is really simple. All we have to do is melt the sweet condensed milk and the chocolate together in the microwave using 4 30-second increments, stirring after each increment. And once that's melted together, I'll add in the mix-ins, pour it into the mold, and then let it set. So, to get started, I'm just going to pour in the sweetened condensed milk. There we go. Now I'm just going to mix them together and then put the bowl into the microwave. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that you want to make sure your bowl, your spatula, everything is dry because melted chocolate does not like water. So make sure everything is dry before you start. Now it's time for the microwave. I just took the bowl out of the microwave after the first 30-second increment. I'm just going to stir everything together and then put it back in. And I forgot to mention I am microwaving this uncovered. Also, I think it's a good idea to have a knife or something off to the side so you can scrape your spatula or spoon clean. This is after the second increment, so 1 minute total. And I have not added the vanilla yet. Most people would say to add it at the end because you don't want it to burn off. So I would hold off on adding your vanilla until the end. After 1.5 minutes, you can see it's almost all melted together. Getting really close. After a full 2 minutes in the microwave, the chocolate and the sweet condensed milk are done. The chocolate chips, they're not quite fully melted yet, so that's why I'm just going to keep stirring to melt them fully. There we go. If you are adding vanilla extract, you want to add it now. You don't want to add it earlier than this because the heat might burn it off. So after you're done microwaving it is a perfect time. Now it's time for the mix-ins. I am going to start with the peanuts. Honestly, I don't think it really matters. Just gonna sprinkle in a little bit of salt. Like I said, if you are using salted peanuts, you can skip that step. And now that the peanuts are stirred in, time for the marshmallows. I'll probably do these a bit at a time, just because my bowl is kind of on the small side. This fudge is already getting really thick and kind of hard to stir, so it's starting to set already. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you want to make sure you have everything ready to go, including your mold off to the side, because if you don't, it might start setting in the bowl. It's not what you want. And also notice I'm adding the marshmallows and the peanuts after melting the chocolate. I think that if you added the marshmallows in the beginning, they would probably melt into the chocolate, which isn't the end of the world, but if you want them to be more visible, identifiable as marshmallows in your fudge, as in Rocky Road ice cream, then I would wait to add everything until after it's out of the microwave. As you can see, it's definitely getting hard to stir now, so it's time for the mold. So I'm literally just going to take it and dump it in like that. I ended up swapping out the spatula for a big spoon. I think this point is a little bit easier. And honestly, maybe my hands would be the easiest. I am just going to spread this out. And if you do use your hands, don't do what I just did. You should probably spray your hands with cooking spray or rub them with butter first. That's probably going to make it easier. And just spread it out as evenly as possible. It's definitely not going to be perfect because of everything that's in there, but do the best that you can before it gets too hard. This is probably about as even as I'm going to get it. That's okay, because like I said, with all of the marshmallows and nuts in it, especially the marshmallows, this is going to be hard to get perfectly flat. So now I'm going to put this into the refrigerator uncovered for at least 4 hours, if not overnight, and then it will be time to give it a try. After smoothing out the top the best I could, I put the fudge into the refrigerator overnight to set, and then the next day I finally cut into it. And when I did, and I took the first bite, I knew that my 4-ingredient Rocky Road fudge recipe was a big success because it was absolutely delicious. First off, let's talk about the flavor. This fudge was extremely chocolatey without being overpowering. Because I used a high quality semi-sweet chocolate, the chocolate flavor came through nice and strong. Although sweet condensed milk fudge can be on the sweet side, this wasn't too sweet because, like I said, I used a semi-sweet chocolate that had a little bit of bitterness in the background, so the sugar in the sweet condensed milk didn't make this fudge overly sweet. But what really made this fudge delicious were the mix-ins. The flavor of the peanuts and the flavor of the marshmallows were nice additions in the background. And even though the background flavors added to this fudge, what I really think the mix-ins did is they added to the texture. The peanuts were crunchy and the marshmallows were pillowy, adding a complexity to the texture that most fudge lacks. And now that I'm holding the first piece up to the camera, you can see how well distributed the peanuts and the marshmallows were. This particular piece might have a little more marshmallow than peanut, but overall I thought the peanuts and marshmallows were very evenly distributed throughout, and I felt like it was a perfect amount for each. There were enough marshmallows and peanuts to add interest to every bite without taking over this fudge. And now that you can see even more pieces up close, I think it's pretty clear that the peanuts and marshmallows were evenly distributed throughout the fudge, so I think I got the perfect amount. So in short, I thought that my microwave Rocky Road fudge recipe was absolutely perfect. Although I thought it turned out great the first time, there are a couple things I think you should keep in mind. As you saw, this fudge starts to set pretty quickly, so make sure you have everything ready to go, including a plastic wrap lined mold before you get started, because once everything's melted together, it's going to start to harden pretty fast. With the peanuts, I would definitely recommend either using salted peanuts or adding a little bit of salt like I did, because I think it'll bring out the flavor a bit more and be a nice flavor enhancer just overall. In a lot of desserts, a little bit of salt can help balance the flavors and bring out the flavor. And what's great about this recipe is that I think it's pretty flexible. If you don't like peanuts, you could use almonds. I think pecans would work really well, probably even mixed nuts. So if you tweak this recipe and use a different type of nut, please let me know. And with the marshmallows, I think colorful marshmallows would make this a really fun recipe, or even flavored marshmallows, like maybe citrus flavored, strawberry. Like I said, the possibilities are endless, so if you play around with it, let me know in the comments. Just 2 words of caution. Like I already said earlier in the video, I would wait to add the marshmallows until after the chocolate is melted so that they stay whole and they don't melt into the chocolate. And with the nuts, specifically peanuts, I would not use peanuts with the skin. I think they might throw off the texture. So if you use peanuts, make sure you use the kind that do not have skin. If you wanted to switch things up a bit, I also think a teaspoon or 2 of instant coffee would be a nice addition to this, but definitely not required. So if you're looking for a summer snack, a back-to-school treat, or something to celebrate the holidays, you should definitely give this 4-ingredient Rocky Road Fudge recipe a try. I know you'll love it. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.